Hello dear viewers, myself Nasir and you are watching Mr.Zoologist YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about chemical coordination and integration. Means to say how different body parts coordinate and how chemicals are integrating different body components together to produce a response against a specific stimulus. And first of all, we are going to look at endocrine system. It includes endocrine glands and their secretions. These secretions are in the form of hormones. Endocrine system is a network of glands, and these glands are ductless. Means to say they do not have tubes to pour out hormones into a specific targeted area. So these are called as ductless glands. Hormones are non-nutrient chemicals that act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts, means to say produced in smaller amounts, limited quantity for a specific interval of time and at specific organs they are produced. And human endocrine system, if we talk about different glands that undercome the endocrine system of the humans, first of all includes hypothalamus, second is pituitary gland, third is pineal gland, and fourth is thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, adrenal, pancreas, and gonads. These all are the endocrine system glands. In females, there are additional structures, organs. These includes ovaries, uterus, whereas in males these includes testes. If we talk about hypothalamus, it is a it contains neurosecretory cells. These neurosecretory cells then secrete the following types of hormones. First of all is releasing hormones. Second are inhibiting hormones. Third one are the oxytocin and vasopressin. Releasing hormones are involved in the initiation of any work or any function. Inhibiting stop the work of any organ or any part of the body. Oxytocin and vasopressin are especially involved in the milk production and as well as female secondary sexual characters development. What are releasing hormones? These stimulate secretion of pituitary hormones. For example, gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH that stimulates release of gonadotropins from pituitary gland. Whereas inhibiting hormones inhibit secretion of pituitary hormones. For example, somatostatin, it inhibits release of growth hormone from the pituitary gland. Oxytocin, vasopressin, these are transported axonally and stored in the pituitary gland for the time being. When they are needed, they will be released then. If we talk about pituitary gland, it is located in a bone cavity called sella turcica. So it is located in a bone called cavity called sella turcica. It is attached to hypothalamus by a stalk. This stalk connects these two parts together, and this area is also called as infundibulum. That is marked under the red line, red area. What are the parts of pituitary gland? One is adenohypophysis. That area is called as anterior pituitary gland, whereas neurohypophysis, that is posterior pituitary gland. Adeno has two more parts, pars distalis and pars intermediate. So these parts, as you can see in the marked area, that's posterior pituitary, neurohypophysis on the right side, and whereas anterior part or adenohypophysis on the left side. So that is a total adrenal gland, total pituitary glands area that is undermarked below the hypothalamus. Anterior pituitary produces following hormones: somatotropin or growth hormone, prolactin, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotrophic hormone, which is also called as ACTH, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, luteinizing hormone. These following last two are also involved in the menstrual cycle of the female. If if we talk about the pars distalis anterior pituitary somatotropin or growth hormone, it is used for body growth. Over secretion of gonadotrophic hormone or somatotrophic hormone causes gigantism, abnormal growth, high growth. Normal height may develop more than the normal. Whereas hyposecretion of gonadotrophic hormone, means to say lesser secretion, will cause dwarfism, stunted growth, as you can see in the diagram. One is tall and one is dwarf. Prolactin regulates growth of mammary glands and milk production in the female, especially during the delivery. Next is thyroid stimulating hormone stimulates secretion of thyroid hormones from thyroid gland in the neck region, whereas adrenocorticotrophic hormone ACTH stimulates the senses and secretion of steroid hormones, for example, glucocorticoids, which control the amount of glucose in the body from the adrenal cortex. Follicle stimulating hormone or FSH stimulates gonadal activities. It activates the gonads. Uh, in males, FSH and androgens regulate sperm formation. Formation of the sperms from the walls of the testis is called spermatogenesis. In females, FSH stimulates the growth and development of the ovarian follicles. From the ovarian follicles, eggs are produced in the female's reproductive structure or the ovaries. Luteinizing hormone or LH hormone stimulates gonadal activity in males. It stimulates the senses and secretions of androgens from testes. These androgen hormones are inactual and necessary for the production of sperms from the testes. In females, it produces ovulation, means to say release of egg is called ovulation, and maintains the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is the wall, internal wall of the uterus of the in the female. Second part of the pituitary gland is pars intermedia. In human, it is almost merged with pars distalis. It means it is combined with it. That you can see in the diagram. On the left side is pars tabellaris or pars distalis. On the right side is pars nervosa and pars intermedia is in between them. It produces melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH. MSH or melanocyte stimulating hormone acts on melanocytes to regulate skin pigmentation, means to say the skin color that develops in individuals is due to the melanocytes. If we talk about neurohypophysis, it stores oxytocin and vasopressin. These are the hormones released from the hypothalamus of the part of the forebrain. Next is oxytocin. It contracts the smooth muscles, which are involuntary in action, like that of the uterus in females' reproductive cycle. In females, stimulates contraction of uterus at the time of childbirth and milk ejection from the mammary gland after the delivery. After birth, it helps to stimulate milk ejection in the female as the baby cries for the food.